What's up, anime fans? And this One Piece episode was really touching. Like, it was so sad. But it starts off with the Tontada still and Leo still arguing with the princess. And, and he doesn't get that she literally is in love with him. And just like any typical, guy thing, like, we don't really see that. But then it goes back to Luffy and Bellamy, and Bellamy is straight up beating the dog crap out of Luffy. Like, it's not even fun to watch. I was just like, just get this part over with so I can move on and see whatever else is gonna happen. Now, there's seriously not a lot that happened. There's just a few things, and then the last thing was kind of told in the detail, which we're probably on part 2 with next week. But it pans off to Senor Pink and Frankie's fight, and I gotta say, he does, they're both doing the same move over and over to each other, and they're not, dodging because they're, manly. This is the manly fight. Like, they're trying to be super manly, take each other's punches or suplexes, just to see who can stand up at the end of this. Now, they both agree to do one last move on each other, and that's it. Like, Senor Pink goes first, and he does his meow meow suplex, but he dives with Frankie all the way up off a building up to the sky, probably not even a couple feet from the top of the birdcage, and suplexes him all the way back down. And he stands over top of him after it is, over with. He's just like, okay, this is over. Starts walking away, and then Frankie gets back up. He's like, well, it's my turn. You gotta stay true to your word on, me giving you my last attack. And, Senor Pink's like, yeah, you got me. Now, Frankie does his, some hammer punch, whatever, but it's a barrage. And the whole time he's getting, punching him, Senor Pink's, just thinking of, his family that he had. Now, this is where it really got sad because, it goes off to his memories of, of him being with the girl that he fell in love with, that was his wife, that they met while it was raining. And then this shows that, they spent time over, just a lot of time over time. And she asked him, what do you do and everything, and he's like, what? And she's like, pirates, I can't stand pirates, that's what I hate, but, what do you do? And he's just like, freezes up, and he's like, okay, well, I work at a bank? And she believes it. So they end up getting married and, living in a house together, having a kid, and, named Gimlet, and it's a boy. And it's so sad because, all the times that he leaves, what he's doing, he's out with, Dawn, and they're all on these little missions taking over places, and he's coming back, with some little presents and stuff that he goes and buys. But it just takes a big turn when that one day that he leaves, his son, their baby, literally dies because his temperature is too skyrocketed up there. And it's really sad to see. And he comes back, she tells him, and he's in total denial, shock, and all that stuff. And then she asks him, what are you doing? I called the bank, and you lied to me that you're not there. And he's just like, well, and then she's like, get away from me. It's storming outside. I mean, it's completely raining. And she runs out and falls down, I think, a mudslide or something like that, and is basically a vegetable now. And he goes and sees her all the time in the hospital. And, people coming in, they're like, oh, blah blah blah, this is he's always going in there and sees, well, I'm so envious of her and all that stuff. And I'm like, it's not envious, that's sad. He goes in and sees her all the time, the blank stare on her face of her eyes is just really killing it, that whole state and he talks to her all the time. You know, I guess tells him about his day and all this stuff. And then, you know, he's walking by the market and he sees the little, I guess, bib thing that he bought for his son. And, you know, he's like, oh, this is a bigger version. And he puts it on. And, you know, he's like going in talking to her about, hey, does this remind you, do I look just like our son and everything? And, you know, it takes a little bit and he's kind of like lost a little hope. And then she smiles and, you know, that's when it like breaks your damn heart right there. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this was it was really good. It was really done well, and it makes you want to care for Señor Pink. This is a 10 out of 10 because like there's a couple times I almost teared up. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, you already know what you need to do. You need to like, comment, and tell me what your thoughts of this episode was, and literally just tell me if you even seen this coming, like, or what next week is going to be, and how he became who he is now. With that said, I am Honestly Josh, guys, and I am out. Peace.